Bless up everybody, how you doing? This is King Kevin Dorival. Thank you for taking your time to watch this video, and I'm going to dive straight into this, okay? Now, those of you who don't know who I am a mentor, filmmaker, and author of 2 books, The Courage to Believe and 7 Types of Queens, Kings, Desire, which is right here. This is the poster. These are my hardcover books, and this is my first book, and actually my first book again. And of course, that's the crown, because I am king. Now, there's some people who ask me, why is it that you see yourself as a king, and what makes you a king, or what makes you even qualified to write a book such as this? And to be honest with you, I am not qualified. God qualified me. Therefore, I am overqualified for the position. Now, writing 7 Types of Queens, Kings, Desire, being that I'm a king, and being a child of the Most High God, automatically I see myself as a king. Just like yourself. You should already see yourself as a queen. As soon as you, ladies, as soon as you step into a door or an environment with people, you should automatically believe that you are the one that's going to turn things around, or the whole environment, the situation is going to lighten up because you are there. And that's how you should see yourself. And to be honest with you, that's how I see myself. I believe everything I touch would turn to gold. Now, does that happen every time? 9 out of 10 times, yes. Because I step in with the mindset of victory already. Once, like Marcus Garvey once said, once you've conceived in your mind that you have won, you have already won. Because the battle really is a battle of the mind. Once you're able to conquer the mind, then you're able to conquer the world. And nothing happens in the real world without it happening first in our spirits. The spiritual component in our relationships is something that many people just seem to overlook all the time. And to be honest with you, we suffer because we ignore the fact that the spiritual realm plays a lot with what goes on in the physical realm. So I'm going to touch on a few things. I have my whiteboard with me, my posters, I have my books. And by the way, I'm getting ready to go to London. I'm going to London with T.C. Carrier and Queen Suzanne, 2 other authors. I have their books with me here as well, both signed. I have How to Get That Ring on Your Finger, and also The Secret Signs Between Black Sex and Female Sex. Very powerful book. I read it 10 times, well, not really 10 times, but I read it quite a few times. As a matter of fact, it's quoted in my new book, 7 Types of Queens, King, Desire, which is a relationship self-help book that helps women understand how powerful and how important they are in society, and also allows you to understand how to overcome and avoid getting to relationships with men that have no intentions but sleeping with you, eating your food, and that's it. They're not trying to build with you, they're not trying to move forward with you, and how to see the signs. Because out of us, we have eyes but we can't see. We have ears but we can't hear. We're just too busy talking and not enough listening and actually watching for the signs. So my book tells you whether or not the man you're dating is a reptile. Is he a king, or is he an animal with a reptilian mindset? Now, let's get into it. My favorite queen, matter of fact, when you first go into the book, you're going to notice that, and maybe I should have just wrote it over here so you guys can see. You can follow along with me, huh? That would have been better. So the first type of queen is Mother God. Can you all see that? Mother God. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit because we're going to get into class. Mother God. Now that's the first chapter of my book. Now why is Mother God the first chapter of my book? Because everything starts off with the mother. A man cannot create a child. A man cannot create a child, cannot create another being. All the man can do is plant a seed. And ladies, this is very important because in ancient Africa, in the land of Kemet, as a matter of fact, you can see my Ankh symbol right here along with my crystal. This symbol is the original cross. This is where it all begins. This is the womb of a woman. This is the man's arms holding up the woman, and the man's phallus, his penis, which these two combined equals the balance of life. There is no life without the combination of both the masculine and feminine principle. in times of antiquity, women were always viewed as the center of everything. As a matter of fact, a man cannot get married. He cannot become king if he was not crowned by a woman. So this is very important. Mother God, goddess. That story about the black cat being bad luck, that's very important to know, because a black cat actually is good luck, not bad luck. And so there's a chapter in my book called The Black Cat Theory, which is a bonus chapter at the very end of both the paperback and the hard cover. And the Black Cat Theory goes into Sekhmet. Sekhmet was the Kemetan. Sekhmet was the Kemetan goddess. The Kemetan goddess, which was worshipped throughout, the world. Actually, it moved on even to Europe. So, so you have Baseti, and then you have people started worshiping Aset. That a whole cult started around that. But that's a whole nother subject. The reason why this is important and why I put it in the book, because I wanted to challenge all religious dogmas. Because we approach God as being a masculine principle. And as a matter of fact, God is actually a feminine principle originally. Because only a woman can create life. This is the natural law of life. A man and a man sleeping together is not going to create. They're not going to procreate. Only when a woman and a man gets together. We already went to the mother God, now we're going to goddess. Can you see that real good? Goddess. Now, many women, I see so many fine women around the world every day, and they are fine as wine, and they see themselves as a goddess. The problem is they see themselves as a sexual goddess only. Now, your territory, your queendom, your queen status is not locked in the bedroom. It's actually should be every aspect of your life to perceive and project yourself as a goddess. And I'm going to read a little bit from my book regarding the goddess, and want you all to understand and hear me clearly, right? A goddess is a female being believed to be the source of life in the being and worshipped as a deity. A female god or deity, a greatly admired or adored woman, a woman of great beauty. Women were highly revered, and it was a sacrilege to disrespect her. In fact, it was punishable by death. This high respect toward women in the ancient world projected black women as queens of the universe and goddesses. The continuation of life was possible through the womb of a woman. Their status was so important that both men and women would kiss the ground they walked on. The Ashanti tribe, located in central Ghana, is a perfect example. They believe that the bond between mother and child was the keystone of all social relationships. Now, furthermore, the role of the woman was as the sacred vessel was expressed and depicted in multiple ways by the priests throughout many ancient cultures and high civilizations. Women were valued not just in tribal meetings, the kitchen, worship chambers, and bedrooms, but also throughout the universal scheme of things. It was understood that the woman's room was the creator of life. Now, I quote many books. I mean, you name it. Dr. Boris Shango, Dr. Ames Wilson, Dr. Francis Welsing, Mr. Will Durant, the famous world historian. We have Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, Dr. Henry Clark, Dr. Sajar Ali. I mean, the list goes on and on. Books I referred in this book was Steve Harvey's book, Thinking Like a Man, and Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, that book. Also, the guy who wrote the 5 love languages, also Men Are From Venus, Women Are From Mars, or Men From Mars, Women From Venus, whatever the title was of that book. I referred a lot of books. Now, I'm not married. Now, me being a filmmaker, a relationship coach, author, and also a youth chess mentor, I have many different perspectives. So the fact that I'm single, I haven't been married, I interviewed several happily married men. And these men were happy to tell me about why they selected these women. So I put it all in the book. The next chapter of my book, what type of queen are you? And ladies, you have to remember this. Are you a cooking queen? The cooking queen. Let's see here. Ladies, are you? Now, for Warrior Queen, we have Queen Nzinga. Queen Nzinga was a fierce warrior in her time. Queen Nzinga actually, let me wind this for you. Queen Nzinga actually, when I found out about her 3 years ago, back in 2015, 14, I found out about her reading a book by Dr. Henry Clark. It made me realize, yes, good afternoon, King Kevin speaking. Queen Nzinga was so powerful in her time that she was the queen of 2 countries, the Congo and Angola. She fought 30 years to defend her family and her father's legacy, which I have so much high respect for. Queen Nzinga not only fought the Portuguese for 30 years, Queen Nzinga actually was able to get respect and free a lot of her people. She fought to the end of her days. Now, I'm not saying that women should be a Queen Nzinga, you know, because her time, you're talking about women around the 1920s, I believe it was, 1920s, 1930s. But let's go back in the book. Let's go find Queen Nzinga, which I have high regard and respect for. Queen Nzinga, yeah, 1500s. Whoa, not the 1900s, 1500s. 1500s, 1600s. Around the 1600s, Queen Nzinga was doing her thing. 1600s. All right, now I'll introduce you all Queen Nzinga, who fought the Portuguese for 30 years. 30 years from 1580. She was born in 1583. She died in 1663. So she fought the Portuguese for 30 years of her life until her dying days. She was the queen of 2 countries, Angola and the Congo, which is today, I think they changed the name. I don't remember what they changed the name to, but Democratic Congo was what it was referred to at one time. Patrice Lumumba, those of you who don't know who that is, a great revolutionary warrior. But Queen Nzinga fought and provided for her people. So the Warrior Queen is definitely my favorite chapter. Of the book. I love the Warrior Queen chapter because I'm a Warrior King, so my book helps you understand what's your queen type, because every woman is a queen, but it's a matter of knowing what type of queen are you. Now, I can't go on and on with this, but this is going to be part 1. I just wanted to give you guys an introduction of what this book is about. I got to get ready for a talk show tonight. This topic is how long is too long to shack up. So I'm going to be on a show with Dr. Tasha, and is a comedian. I don't remember his name, but it's going to be awesome here in South Florida, in Pompano Beach, Florida. Go to my website, subscribe to my YouTube channel, 7queens7kings.com, which you can see right here on this poster. I'm going to make it back a little bit so you guys can see everything. This is my poster, 7queens7kings.com. As you can see, this is my book, the website. Got everything zoomed in. All right, you can see real good. All right. So this is the book, 7 Queens, 7 Kings. Very powerful book. It's a relationship self-help book. It helped change the world. Share this video, comment on it, leave me a comment, ask a question. Ladies, ask me a question. I'm speaking at different panels, multiple relationship panels, multiple schools, talk shows, radio shows. Getting ready to go to London. So you definitely want to look me up or go to my main website, KevinDorival.com, if you're interested in my first book. So I work a lot, I do a lot, and life is good. And I hope you guys enjoyed your time with me in this video. There will be a part 2, and I finished the rest of the queens. And in case you were wondering, what are the 7 queens? I'll say this right quick. A spiritual queen, natural queen, cooking queen, warrior queen, wise queen, sexy queen, and healthy queen. May God bless you, and we'll talk soon.